And so essentially, when people are on the floor and the plant was organizing who would come for us on the floor, and there would be a synchronistic miracle of the right people to do the next piece of the puzzle. This piece of the puzzle was Washington. So what we uncovered was that the girl who was an ex-addict trying to recover, her consciousness was utilized in a ritual at the top of the matrix as an Elohim. Her lineage is Elohim. And she was captured and trapped and placed into suffering up at the top of the matrix, just below the 12th dimension, 11 and a half or 11. And the centers in broadcast suffering, what they needed some Elohim consciousness, because Elohim are the creator gods. So if we think of sort of how spirituality is organized, we have God. The right-hand side of God, we've got the angels. On the left-hand side, we have got the the creator gods, the Elohim. They captured some of the creator God Elohim consciousness, put it in pain and suffering, and trapped it, and sent a broadcast down to the causal plane. The causal plane, there was a large crystal skull from the founder of the Skull and Bones, who placed at death his skull as a template on the causal plane, and it had a sword through it. The sword and the skull through it was sending a broadcast of pain and suffering from the Elohim down into the causal plane, which then held the causal plane templates for the control, for the political control, or for the wider control system on the planet. That broadcasted itself down into key anchor points in Washington as part of the Skull and Bones kind of society, and part of wider control systems and networks. And so that there created a massive, massive pillar, because it went all the way to the top of the matrix, all the way to the 3D, and a massive, massive big pillar that was locking everything down. And so we were able to find that ritual, undo it, because it was locked down with pain and suffering and sacrifice. There was a lot of, course, child sacrifice energy that was feeding into the network from the bottom up. And so the child sacrifice energy going up, the Elohim sacrifice energy coming down, held in place into the causal plane with the skull, creating a strong pillar, was meaning that nothing was going to change in Washington for a long time. And
watch the full episode for free. Click the link in the description, and don't forget to sign up for our latest events.